Welcome to this explainer. If you're a parent helping your Year 5 or Year 6 child prep for the New South Wales Selective School English writing test, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're zooming in on a very specific and honestly, sometimes kind of tricky format, the speech script. I'm going to walk you through exactly what your child needs to know to absolutely nail this format during their 30-minute computer-based exam. So let's dive right in. Now, the biggest misconception students have is thinking they can just write a standard essay, slap a good morning at the top, and, well, call it a speech. But a speak script is not simply an essay with a greeting. It must sound natural, connect with an audience, and persuade or inspire listeners. It really has to leap off the page. Section 1. Beyond the regular essay. So what exactly is a speech script? Well, it's a structured piece of writing designed to be spoken aloud. And that right there is the absolutely crucial point. It must sound natural when spoken. It's used when they need to share information, express opinions, or rally a crowd. Whether the exam prompt asks them to write about, say, the importance of friendship, the benefits of school sports, or recycling, the goal is always to use a conversational tone that addresses the audience directly to persuade or inspire them. Moving on to Section 2, the speech structure. Having a simple blueprint is essential. Picture your child sitting at the keyboard during that 30-minute test. They really need a reliable framework to help organize their thoughts fast. This is a super simple planning formula they can easily memorize. They'll start with a clear greeting, introduce their topic, and then lay out 2 or 3 main points which they'll support with evidence like facts or short stories. From there, they weave in direct audience engagement, deliver a strong conclusion with a call to action, and finally wrap it up with a polite sign-off. Having this mental checklist ready to go saves precious minutes. Section 3. Engaging language features. Once the structure is in place, we need to add the polish that takes a speech from just good to genuinely great. Asking something like, "What kind of world do we want to leave for our children?" immediately grabs the listener's attention, right? That's a perfect example of a rhetorical question. Your child should also be using personal pronouns like I, we, and you to build a real relationship with the audience, alongside inclusive, emotive language and repetition for emphasis. And here's a vital tip. If they use statistics as evidence, like, say, 20 million tons of recycling, remind them that these are just writing techniques to show off their persuasive skills. They definitely don't need to spend hours memorizing verified facts. Section 4. Mistakes and final checklist. Knowing what to do is important, but knowing what to avoid is often the real secret to high marks. The most frequent mistakes: writing the speech like a formal essay, completely forgetting the audience is even there, presenting ideas without any examples, using long, difficult sentences, and ending without a strong call to action. Instead, encourage your child to use short, punchy sentences. They should also use signposting words like firstly, next, and finally, which makes the speech so much easier to follow when spoken aloud. So, how can you help them at home? Well, here is a really practical teaching checklist for you to use. When they finish a practice test, have them read their speech out loud to you. Does it sound natural? Did they include an engaging greeting and a polite sign-off? Did they use we and you to actually connect with their listeners? Did they back up their points? And finally, always remind them to double-check their spelling and flow. The selective school test can definitely feel daunting, but it's entirely manageable. I want to leave you with this thought. With a clear structure, natural speaking language, and regular timed practice, your child can write a confident and engaging speech script. If you want to keep building these skills, make sure to practice more NSW selective writing formats at pathtoselective.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. But before you go, ask yourself, when your child sits down for their next practice, what is the very first language feature they should focus on to captivate their audience? Best of luck with the practice at home.